When to know the radiator should be replaced. Keeping your vehicle well maintained is important for the overall condition of the vehicle. This will also help you to save time, money, and stress in the long run. Besides having the vehicle inspected by us, you can also inspect some parts between visits. It's always recommended that if you notice anything out of the norm, you contact us and bring the vehicle in as soon as possible. One item to check is the radiator. The radiator is an important part of the engine. The engine will get hot while it's operating. This is easy to understand since it's a combustion engine that relies on burning gasoline in order to maintain the power it needs. The engine relies on radiators to get the help needed to maintain power and efficiency. Whenever the radiator is not working properly, it's important that it's either repaired or replaced. It's important to know when you'll need to have this part of your engine inspected to decide which you'll need. There are a few tips that can help you determine that the radiator is not operating correctly. The first thing is you'll get less engine efficiency because the engine will be running hot. You'll also notice that it's more of a strain to get any performance out of the vehicle. Of course, you might also notice smoke or steam coming from your engine. This is something that you'll need to take into consideration so that you'll be able to make sure that your fuel injection is able to provide the power that you deserve as you're driving down the road. Be aware of the temperature gauge. The temperature of your engine will cause you to face certain problems like blowing gaskets or even cracking your engine block. Temperatures which run too high will create all kinds of problems, and that'll cost you a lot of money. The ideal situation will include stopping the car and getting it towed as soon as you notice that the temperature gauge is getting into the red. This will help to prevent serious engine damage caused by a faulty radiator. A decrease in vehicle performance. Another thing to watch for is a decrease in performance. This is caused by many of the different parts of the engine, like the cylinders, not being able to operate correctly because of the swelling which happens in the metal. The engine will have to work twice as hard to get the same amount of performance. You might even notice problems that might feel like your vehicle is out of alignment. The decrease in performance is because the coolant has no way to cool down properly because the radiator is not operating correctly. Instead, the coolant continues to heat up as it's cycled through the engine. Noticing smoke coming from the engine. Another thing to notice is smoke coming from your engine. This will generally happen whenever the vehicle is completely seized up. If you're lucky, it'll happen as the engine starts to get too hot or the coolant starts to fail. It's important to shut down the engine as soon as you see any smoke. This will help in making sure that you'll be able to get a tow truck to your vehicle before you do any more damage to the engine. We can then inspect the radiator for you to ensure that it's in the best condition.